Okay, now we move on to, anybody got any questions about any of that? Any questions? Any of that? Very good. About the selection process? Yeah.
What if a sister has an adult male in her family that's Muslim? Can she say that he doesn't have the criteria to be her wali, and whether I would like to speak to the imam?
Sure. Yes, she can. Because the wali should be.
And he's of age.
He has to have character and deen too. Got to be upright too. He has to have some knowledge of the etiquette and the rules of marriage too. He may be ignorant. He has to be schooled. You see, so he may not be qualified to be the one. Yeah, that's true. Okay, good point. I appreciate that. Yeah, all right, alhamdulillah. So yes, she can go to the imam, go to any of the imams. And the imam's job is not to take the waliship. No, the imam is to contact the walis. I met with you. She spoke to me. What's up? You know, respect. Give him the prop. Let me help you with this. And then, you got to find a way to get in without injuring a person. So it has to be some kind of adab, some kind of finesse and whatnot. Because people are protective of, this imam coming to me. You have to give him the fiqh. You got to give him what the ulama say. You have to do it in a very tactful, in a nice way, and let me help you. Let me assist you. Not let me take it. No, let me assist you, man. I remember one of the sisters, SubhanAllah, beautiful. I love her for the sake of Allah. SubhanAllah. And she came to me years ago. She had two walis. Two legitimate walis. Two legitimate walis, man. He said, they moving too slow, Imam. Can you be my wali too? I said, yeah. See? Without anybody's feelings getting hurt, man. Without them probably even know. I'm just okay now, because I had a relationship with those other walis. There wasn't no issue. So I can help too. So she was dealing with three different walis, basically. You know what I'm saying? But the priority wali, of course, was her relative and whatnot. So we consulted. We can say, yo, man, I found someone about, what you think, man? Oh, yeah? We're working together because, again, we're the brothers. We're the brothers. We're the suitable brothers for these sisters, man. We looking, man. We be digging and looking and trying to find the right people. So we find, y'all got something. Oh, yeah, what about him? I say, yeah. I've been looking. I couldn't find him. You got somebody? Yeah. Shit. It's okay, man. Alhamdulillah, all right? So now we move into the area of, yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Does wali have to be married?
Huh?
Should the wali be married?
Not necessarily, because he had been married, maybe got divorced, right? Or he had been married, his wife died, right? But he's still a God-fearing Muslim. He has integrity. He's respected as the imam, especially if he's an imam in the community. All right? No.
I got a quick question.
Yeah.
As far as like the father being the wali, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so like if the father's alive, for instance, like you're alive, right? You're the wali. Now just say if one of my sisters, they ask Ubay to be a wali without your knowledge, right? You don't know nothing about it, and then they get married, gets happy.
Well, but it's okay.
That's an example.
Yeah, and that's okay because again, we're not talking about the pure innocent girls who have never been married before. Women who've been sisters who've been married before and whatnot. Yeah, let your brother be. Get married. You know what I'm saying? So it's so hard. I haven't been looking for you. You see what I'm saying? So go ahead, your brother. Yeah, I'm kind of like lenient with that, but I know you're the wali. And so she ain't going to do anything without the wali. Cool. The question becomes how you supervise it. See? So now you're getting knowledge now. Yeah, I got to supervise this thing. That's all. Got to be more on top of it now. All right? But no, I have no problem with that. Never had a problem with that. Okay? Right? Okay, now we move into the area of duties and responsibilities of the spouses. Okay? Now after we got married, the contract is done and whatnot. And we move on to the area of rights. The rights of the wife over the husband. Okay? Alhamdulillah, the rights of the wife over the husband. Have I got that? And this is from all of the various fiqh books on marriage, and all that have been written. Alhamdulillah. I just added a few, but alhamdulillah. And the first right, of course, the main right is she's entitled to a dowry. The dowry, okay, it's big. She's entitled to that, her gift, okay. She's entitled, she's entitled to the walima, the wedding party. I mean, the husband has to do that. If the brothers didn't know that, you're supposed to do that. But of course, usually families kick in there. You know how we do. We have that partying spirit, right? But that's really the man's responsibility. But the family kicks in, it's fine, all right? All right? But we don't need to let the brothers off the hook and whatnot. Especially if they got the funds and whatnot. The Prophet always instructed the men. He said, have a wali, even if it's a few days. He told the men that. He didn't tell the women that. He told the men that. He told the brothers. They come back, they got, you got married, huh? He saw stains on his garment. Did you have a walima? No, he said, we'll have a walima, even if it was just a couple of days. He instructed the men to do that. All right, so we should have a walima. And what's the wisdom behind the walima? Anybody know? What's the wisdom behind the walima? The wedding party. Huh? That's part of it. Witnesses?
Dua.
Huh?
Dua for the couple.
Yeah, okay. That's the biggest way of announcing. And to go ahead. Huh? Just to celebrate, man. We happy, man. We happy. It brings the community what? Together, man. Yeah. And of course, when we have those walimas, we should have them again. We don't do like the Westerners. We mix and everybody all mixed up together and hugging and kissing and no. The women have their area and the men have their area. And that's what we do. Okay, keep it closer to Sunnah as we can. Okay, alhamdulillah. All right. So the walim, so the dowry. The man has to provide that. The man has to provide the wedding party. Okay. Then of course maintenance. The financial support. Allah said men are the protectors and the maintainers of the women. Okay, so Allah has favored him, or above them in terms of leadership, and because they support them from their means. So that's a given. Man is the breadwinner, so she's entitled to food, clothes, and shelter. Okay, and so that's the financial support basically, based upon his ability. If he got it, alhamdulillah. If he's in between, or if he ain't got it, he do the best he can, and always acknowledging, alhamdulillah. This is a responsibility. And if his wife, she has some money, she kicks in, and he's grateful, saying that she's giving him that sadaqah. Be grateful, man. Be grateful. She freed me up. I ain't seen me having no attitude. She carrying the load, man. She carrying some of my load and whatnot. So you understand that and you consider that, and you know what I'm saying? And be grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for that. And likewise the sisters too. They're grateful to have a husband, alhamdulillah, that does what he can do and whatnot, and whatever he provides. They're just grateful to Allah, got me a husband, alhamdulillah, that I can share companionship with, man, and we're trying to raise our children and study this deen. So just being grateful. Okay? And that goes both ways, alhamdulillah. So maintenance, family support, all right? And another right that she has over her husband is kind treatment and compassion. Kind treatment. وَعَاشِرُهُنَّ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ, Allah said. And live with them, your wives, man, honorably. Or in a good way. So kindness and compassion. She has a right to that. And the harsh treatment and the cold treatment and the mean and the kind of stuff that I read about in different articles and hear different imams talk about. I said, brothers be doing stuff like that? Hey. That ain't Islam. It's sad, though. It's sad. It really. Oh, it breaks my heart sometimes when I read the stories and the plight. A lot of the sisters and a lot of the families and the attitudes that some of the men have with their family. The Prophet ﷺ, he said, the best of you in faith is the one who has the best character. And the best of you in character is the one who is best to his wives. Best to his wives. And the Prophet said, I am the best. And no doubt he was the husband, what? Extraordinary. لَقَدْ كَانَ لَكُمْ فِي رَسُولِ اللَّهِ أُسْوَةٌ حَسَنَةٌ. You have indeed the messenger of Allah A beautiful role model. Patience. Having patience. You know. So a wife's right over her husband, for him to be patient with her, man. You know, her moods, things she goes through, whatever it may be. You know, be patient with her. Or if he sees something in her that he don't like. You know, the Prophet ﷺ, you know, Allah subhanahu in the Quran, you know, perhaps you dislike a thing, whatnot, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put some good in it. You see? Or you see some quality, as the Prophet said, in her, some trait you don't like, but there's some of the qualities you do have. And so you be grateful for that. Because no one is perfect. No one is perfect. Remember Aishas, right? She smacked the bowl on it. Still the best. Still the best. That's what the best did. You see what I'm saying? And the Prophet ﷺ said, Aisha's superiority over all of the women of her time is like tarid over the other kinds of food. And tarid was a delicacy, like a special dish that was better than all the other dishes. That's how he say things like that about her. Best, you see, but she was a human. You know, she was a woman and she had her human faults. And so that's a lesson, but that's a lesson for us. In our own relationships, man, what do we think? Well, we have the best woman, the most pious, God-fearing woman. It don't mean they ain't going to have no mistakes. It don't mean they ain't going to have no traits that you ain't going to like. It doesn't mean it. You ain't like they're going to be perfect. That's not nice. All right? Everybody got that? No. Alhamdulillah. Okay, so we have to be patient. We have to be patient, you know, the brothers with our spouses, alhamdulillah, you know. Another right that the women have over their husbands is, wow, we always talk about the brothers, you know what I'm saying? My right to sex, sexual relation. You know how they say, if a man, you know, won't cause his wife to her bed and she doesn't come, you know what I'm saying, then the angels curse her or Allah displeased with her, that kind of a thing, you see. And yeah, you know, he has that right. He has that right. But she has the same right. You know, right? To be sexually, intimately satisfied. To be satisfied. Now we're adults here. We're adults here. The Prophet, don't jump on your wife like an animal, man, and get up and get off. I'm allowed. So we'll come back to that. You see, hey, you got the jungle, you got the deal, man. You got the man. You got the play, and you got the yeah. So we'll come back to that, all right? But she has a right to that. You know, so a lot of marriages and women are miserable. But brothers ain't taking care of no business. On and on. My right. Hey, man. And I've read some of the books. I got a stack of books on Islamic intimacy, but I'm not going there. So if you want to know about some of the books, I'll let you know. You can read them. I'm too shy to talk about stuff like that. But brothers, you got the deal though, man. You know, the women got needs. They want to, spun they want to feel it. Yeah, it's real. And the Prophet might give you some hadiths. Oh, that's so nice, man. You know, like when hadith said, why did you marry a virgin, man, so you can play with her and you can suck on her tongue? You feel me?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna go no further than that. All right? Alhamdulillah. This is about marriage, alhamdulillah. Okay. All right. Okay. So again, that's a right that the wife has, all right? She has to be sexually satisfied. Okay? Another right she has over her husband is teaching her the deen. Brother got to teach his wife something. Got to give her a hadith, give her some hadith. Oh, you believe, save yourselves and your family from the fire. So that's real. You got that. That's your responsibility, a major responsibility. You know what I'm saying? A major right she has over you that you teach her religion. You see? And if you can't teach her and whatnot, then you facilitate her going to the mosque or going to the conference, going hanging out with the sisters so that they can learn. That, you know what I'm saying? And for yourself, learn a little bit more. So you can have some, some standing with your family that you teach it. Don't be the blank, man. You don't have to teach nothing. That's not even good for the kids because it's your responsibility. You know, how you gonna check your wife and you go, you know, you're out, you're going to work, you're doing what you're doing. When she did mostly dealing with the children, you come home and how you gonna check her? Did you teach her Abdullah Surah Fatiha? Did you go over the life of the Prophet with them? So that means there has to be some minimum of kind of knowledge that you should try to have for yourself. That's part of being a man, a Muslim man. You know, Muslims, you know, they teach their families. That's why the ayat is so critical. Save yourselves and your family from the fire. So Allah revealed that. Save, Allah addressing the men, save yourself and your family from the fire. And so the companion said, how could I save my family? He said, enjoin good and forbid evil. Teach them their prayer. Teach them their religion. You see? So teach them and show them, inshallah. You know, correct them when they make a mistake. And that's just your job to correct her and to correct the kids, you know. So learn. So I would encourage all those brothers, learn the deen, become students of knowledge, man. Learn the religion, man. Learn the basics, man. Learn Hadith of Jibreel. Allah, my favorite. Learn Hadith of Jibreel. You know what I'm saying? But that's fun. If you teach your children that, they'll never forget it. Right, Omar? No. They'll never forget it. That's Islam in a nutshell. What is Iman? What is Islam? What is Iman? You know what I'm saying? What is Ihsan? What is the hours? SubhanAllah, man. They got it all there, all compact in one hadith. SubhanAllah. And they'll have that. You know, Islam is, hey, man, La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, to believe that. Make prayer 5 times a day. You extra, you know, to pay zakat. Fast in the month of Ramadan. A lot of times you test the children and you know, what's Islam? And they may have learned it when they were young, but they don't forgot. Yeah, but those things have to be re-emphasized. You know, test them, you come home. Yo, man, give me Hadith of Jibreel. Let me hear you. All right? Come on, man. That's it, man. Because at the end of the Hadith, you know, the Prophet Omar, you know who the visitor was? He said, Allah's messenger no best. He said, that was the angel Jibreel. Come teach you your religion. I don't know one Hadith of Jibreel. I love that Hadith. You know? And to be able to sit down and teach that hadith to your children, your grandchildren, you know, tell it to them like a story, they'll never forget. My grandpa taught me this hadith. This story was, the man came and sat with the Prophet and said, you know, put his hands on the Prophet's knees and said, what is Islam, Muhammad? And the Prophet said, Islam is to testify that there is none to be worshipped but Allah and Muhammad is his messenger. And to pray 5 times a day, and to fast in the month of Ramadan. Pay the zakat, make the pilgrimage to the house of Allah. See, so you can tell the kids, your young people, these stories, this is hadith and whatnot, and it will stay with them for a lifetime. You know, that's what I've learned. You know, and brothers come to me now, they're adults, man, telling me, I remember the hadith you taught us way back in the days, man, when we was in Brooklyn. I want to thank you for that, Imam. Lord Akbar, I forgot all about it. I taught you that hadith. He said, yeah. What me need? I'm blind guy. I said, wow, okay. They never forget. And it's easy to learn, okay? So the sisters right over their husband is that, you know, that the husband is responsible to teach them the deen. Helping another right that the sisters have over their husbands and helping with the children. And that becomes a complaint a lot of times. You don't help me with the kids and whatnot, all right? But yeah, you should help with the kids, you know. You're responsible. You help teaching them. You know, they need that. Alhamdulillah. The children need a mother and a father teaching them Islam. They need a mother and a father to discipline them when they get out of line. Not just enough. Once, you know, there may be different approaches from the mother or the father, but both to be involved. All right? In supporting each other and helping their children and helping with the children. Okay? And so these are things that fathers have to be mindful of in terms of women's rights. They're right. Then they need a break. They need a break. Give them a break. You know, I'll take the kids, baby. You know, I'll take the kids with me. That's why I love to see the young brothers when they come with their little kids and my grandchildren. They be running around the mosque and stuff. It's like, subhanAllah. And I see the brothers, you know, bringing their children to the mosque with them. You know, taking that responsibility, you know, and freeing their spouses up, give them a break and whatever, taking them to circuses and taking them to different events. And, you know, these, alhamdulillah, the companions did those things. They helped. You know what I'm saying? All right? All right? But they didn't do it every day. You know, every time the wife want them to do it, when they can. You know, just don't be unmindful of that. That's an important role and a right. You know, they need that help, inshallah. That you give them that help, alhamdulillah. And then another right, subhanallah. And these are all secondary rights, of course, okay? Is entertaining them. Entertaining your wife, your spouses. Flirting with them. Y'all know what that is, right? Yeah, flirting with them. Yeah, joking with them. Having fun with them. Don't be a bore. The Prophet used to play with Aishas all the time. He said, yo, Aish, give her a little nickname. You know what I mean? You do things like that, yeah. All right? And so you have to do it. That's part of showing kindness and compassion to your wife. That's what that shows. It's part of the good treatment, you know, is that you play with them and you like the Prophet ﷺ, and they're coming from the caravan. Everybody know the story. He would tell the caravan to move. Go ahead, y'all, go ahead. And he stayed behind. And him and, right, okay, I'll race you. Right? On your mark, get set, go. Can you imagine? You know, the Prophet was an older man, too. She was young. And she beat him at the race. She beat him at the race. And years later, she got a little chap, and she got a little weighty. And he raced it again. And she beat him. He said, this is to make up for the last time. So the teacher says to the Prophet, alhamdulillah, was, he was, who was more religious than the Prophet sallallahu? Always receiving revelation, always worried about the Dawah, going to the jihad, counseling people, you know, but he had time to play. See, and part of that fun and that flirting, you know, he would travel and he would take his wives with him. You know? That's another way of giving quality time. If you're so busy, come with me. Let's roll. Let's go here. Let's go here. You know what? Do that. You know. So you keep the life. The marriage, you know, fun. Make it fun, man. Alhamdulillah. And of course, you know, you're gonna have moments where it ain't gonna be like that, but that's understood in human beings. Okay, there's gonna be good time. There's gonna be bad time. All right, and so we be patient. We be grateful for the good time. We be patient with the rough times. And then when you're not in the mood, she's not in the mood, things ain't going so. The money is low. She mad. She got attitude. Or the kids acting up. Hey, that's life. Okay, patience. Oh Allah, help me with this. Okay. And another right that the wife have over her husband is to serve and to help him around the house when he's needed. Okay? Help. Aisha said, yeah, what did the Messenger of Allah do in the house? He said he used to serve his family.